Morning, everyone. Hope you guys had a fantastic break. I'm really excited to bring you today's message. It was something I actually wanted to record before the break and didn't get around to it, so here it is. And I also think it's really great timing because it's something that I think is going to be powerful to take into this year, especially no doubt you've come out of your holidays or break or whatever you've taken over the last few weeks with some goals in mind for this year ahead and for the future. And so this is going to be really then powerful for you to take into going after those goals. So today's topic is how you do anything is how you do everything. Very simply stated, but I think just so powerful. And the first time I came across this, I didn't quite comprehend what it meant until someone explained to me, and then it really dawned on me. I thought, wow, man, how you do the smallest of things is how you're going to do the biggest of things. And in actual fact, it's the small things that get overlooked, but it is the small things that make up the big things. So when a big opportunity comes your way, you have been able to put yourself in that position to get that big opportunity and to make the most of that big opportunity because of all the small little things you've done up until that point. So if big opportunities aren't coming your way, look at the small things that you're doing maybe. But anyways, bringing this to you from a new book that I've started reading before the holidays started, or end of last year. It's called How to Live an Extraordinary Life by Anthony Pompeiana. And so it's really well written. I'm no doubt going to bring you a few lessons from this book. The way he's written it is beautiful. He's written it in 65 very short, concise letters to his kids. And so this is one of the letters. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And he talks in there about a story when he served in the military over in Iraq. He would be going on night patrols, often, late at night under the cover of darkness, and the sand would just be blowing and just completely just cover all the soldiers, all of the weapons, all of their gear, and all the vehicles as well. And when they would come back, although they were tired, they were expected to, and it was drilled into them by their leadership, that they needed to wash and clean meticulously their weapons and their vehicles. And what might be surprising, he says, is that leadership never checked. So no one in leadership ever checked whether or not they had cleaned their weapons or their vehicles. It wasn't about that. The whole reason he came to realize was why we clean our vehicles, and it wasn't as though they could be called at a moment's notice early in the morning or first thing the next morning to get out there and get at it. It wasn't really their position. The reason why they kept things meticulously clean was so that they worked when they needed to work in the future, and therefore they could be dependable. So if I've got a teammate next to me, he wants to know that my gun is cleaned so that if something happens, I can cover him, and vice versa. So it's really the cleaning of the weapons, he said, and the cleaning of the vehicles late at night. It was more a selfless act than anything else. And he goes on to talk about the concept in this one letter, how you do one thing is how you do everything. He talks about, who is the person that you want to be? That ideal person that you want to be, you can choose to be that person today. Look at what that person would be like, what sort of actions would they take, and then you can start to take those actions today and act out those same actions to keep it really simple. So some of the key questions he asks is, do you show up on time? Do you keep your promises? Are you dependable? Do you complete your jobs? Do you pay attention to detail? And do you care for your team? Really, really important. So those small things. So if you were a caring teammate or a caring leader, what does that look like? Okay, well then take those actions. And take those actions in the smallest of things so that people can understand that is the character that you are, and that they know it can depend on you to take those sort of actions in the larger situations, more important situations. Same goes for paying attention to detail, completing jobs, being dependable. I think kind of encompasses everything. But keeping a promise is also very important, and then showing up on time. Small thing, but very, very important. So really, in terms of takeaways from this one, guys, how you do one thing is how you do everything, and it is so simple. Focus on the small things. So if you're going to do something small, do it to the best of your ability, so that people can depend on you to do the biggest of things to the best of your ability. Hope that helps. Really looking forward to bringing more of these little lessons to you. Otherwise, go ahead and get the book yourself and read ahead. It is a fantastic book. Have a great day and hope that helps.